Hi guys, it's Tony here. This video I'm going to do is actually a walkthrough video, or an overview video rather, of Menterprise. I've made a couple of posts in the video marketing group about Menterprise. Just to give you a bit of background, I've been basically providing niche relevant backlinks now for about 4 or 5 years. And so I use software to do that, and I've built up a network of about 6 million blogs themed across thousands of different niches. And over this time, I've really helped a lot of people actually rank their videos higher, or their maps higher, or their websites. But at the same time, I'm always looking at how I can improve things. And Google's gotten a lot tougher in regards to indexing. It's a bit more fussier about what it actually indexes. So there's always the need for improving content. Now, in regards to that, I've, got into Article Forge, Wordai. I've tried other things. And, often when I use Article Forge, which was my main tool, I would go in there and I would set up keywords, and then it wouldn't work, or the servers were down, or it just seemed to take a very, very long time to create an article. And then when it did create an article, it wasn't always the best. Subsequently, my friends in Australia, the young man, he's actually a military programmer. He's actually contracted by the Australian Defence Force. And he's been brought in to solve some problems that a lot of other people haven't been able to solve. And his father, like me, does projects, uses the same software, which is called Money Robot, but was looking at a better way to speed up the process and to create better content, to actually make sure, the blogs were getting indexed and that type of thing. So, he was telling his son about all the problems, and then over, basically a product was created called Spindle. And I was given access to this. This was about a year ago. And so I gave a lot of feedback. And then recently, the final version of this actually came out, but the name was changed to Menterprise. And so in this video, I wanted to show you basically what Menterprise is about. I'm still learning how to use it. It's quite, basically you're limited by your imagination of how you can actually use this tool. But let me give you a little bit of an overview. So I'm just going to share my screen here. So I should be now sharing my screen, and I'm just going to drop this browser down. Okay, so basically I'm an extreme user. Okay, so what that means is that I actually have 4 engines. Now, what that means is there's actually engines actually set up on servers. And depending on how many engines you have, depends on the speed and how fast you get back the content. So, if you've only got 1 engine, then you might wait 20 minutes for it to do the job. Whereas for me, I only wait about 4 or 5 minutes, but, I'm an extreme user. So now, everything is set up on the back end, proxies, captchas, everything. So when you actually become a user of Menterprise, you're not sharing any resources with anybody else. So there's no downtime, there's no servers crashing, there's no overload on servers. Oh, sorry, we've got too many customers, so you're just going to have to wait or come back later. You actually, when you sign up, it actually all gets manually set up for you on the back end. And this actually saves you a lot of money, because with a lot of the other softwares, you need proxies, you need captchas, you need a VPS or something like this. So you end up spending a lot of money on all of these additional things and going to different places, whereas Menterprise, that's all handled on the back end for you. Okay, so basically what you do is you just put your keyword in here, and then you're going to, like if you're using something like Money Robot or SEO Autopilot or RankerX, you just want to leave this on regular, and you click on 30 SERPs. Now, what Menterprise is going to go and do is it has an AI, and so it goes to Google and goes through the first 30 pages, and it's grabbing all the content, and it's actually getting rid of all the crap, directory stuff, images, anything that actually isn't content, and it's bringing it all together. And you can choose, a 400-word article, 600, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,400, or 2,000. For me, the sweet spot is around about 1,000. Okay. You can also choose the Google index. So basically, this works for English right now. In the future, probably Spanish and maybe German or French, but we have to actually train the AI for those languages. But the AI at the moment is trained in English, so it gets rid of all of the gobbledygook. So with Money Robot, sometimes it actually brings back Arabic or Russian or Chinese characters in English content, whereas with Menterprise, you don't have that problem. So you're going to choose google.com, United States, or if you're in Canada, google.ca, and Canada or Australia, google.com.au, Australia, and so on. Okay, so you can see here that it's actually generated content 12 pages. So all I've got here is my content. Okay, and I'll just regenerate this. Maybe I've actually got some keywords in the headers. Yeah, I have. So I'm just going to clear this for the moment and regenerate. I'll regenerate it here, beg your pardon. I'm still learning how to use this. Respin. No, for some reason, I'm still getting... okay, this is why. There we go. Okay, so if I preview this content, no, it's still not doing it. Why is that? There must be something still here. Clear. Okay, clear. Well, I'm just going to run this to give you an example. So I'm going to generate the content, and so now it's going to go out. Beg your pardon. Why is that not working? How's that, eh? I'm on a live stream doing a video, and I go to use it, and for whatever reason, there we go. Okay, so now that's at 8:49, so we'll just come back and check in a couple of minutes. So now I'm actually on legit. Okay, so what I did is I put in the keyword here, SEO Marketplace. And what I'm doing is I'm actually creating individual articles. So the last one was legit do follow links. So when I put the keyword in here, it actually automatically comes into the titles, and you can see like titles here. Okay, right. And what I can do is when I've put my images in here, I can go back to the headers and say send results to images alt text. So now you'll notice that any images that you put in here will actually have spun alt text to each image. Okay, so that helps theme those images up. With videos, you can put a whole bunch of videos in here, and you can select top or bottom, random, never at top. Okay. So, and then in raw, you can add in like your Google map, your My Map, your batch geo, You can, click on random or top or bottom or never at top, this type of thing. So you've got a bit of flexibility. You can choose the interval. So we'll just, as it says here, pick the minimum, maximum paragraph gap between this section, right? So you can get really granular with this. You can specify like the position, and you can also say, like, let's say you've got 2 maps in here. You can say a total of 2, or maybe you've got a whole bunch of maps and you might only want to, do 2 or 3 or something like that, or specifically 1. So, you can change stuff around. This is actually quite a powerful feature. Basically, it's a redirect, which Google loves redirect. So this is better than an iframe overlay. So essentially what that means is you create a blog, right? And when it gets indexed, or any page that you create on your WordPress site, whatever, when it gets indexed, when people find that in Google and they actually click on it, they're automatically going to be redirected to the page that you want to redirect them to. So let me give you an example. So I'm promoting my legit, okay, and so let's say this page got indexed, and I open up the page. Maybe I've done something wrong here. It hasn't done what I thought it would do. I've set up the campaign for whatever reason. That's right. God, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. So I've created a cloud link because I want this to index. So I've used the cloud link as a redirect. So you'll briefly see some content, and now it's going to redirect to my gig. So you could imagine how powerful this feature is in regards to launch jacking, or maybe sending traffic to your GMB, or to a video, or to a YouTube channel, or to some kind of landing page. Very, very powerful. Now, the other thing is that if you're using something like Money Robot, okay, you'll see this linking structure. Okay, now these blogs actually do get traffic, and sometimes these blogs actually rank higher than, say, like the tier 2. So if someone finds any one of these blogs, as soon as they click on it, they're going to get redirected to your landing page link, or whatever it is that you want to redirect to. So there's like 1,000 blogs, and a percentage of those are going to get indexed. And if people find them, or if people are finding them on the blog platform and clicking on the, going to the blog, as soon as they hit the blog, they're going to get redirected rather than read through the blog and find a link to click on. Okay, so it's a very, very powerful strategy. Now, let's go back to Menterprise, and so you can see pressure washing. I've already got the content. Okay, so I've got 11 pages here. If I preview, you can see it actually looks quite nice here. Okay, and then I can regenerate. I can respin, respin. Okay, now let's say I want to theme this content up. So I might put in a keyword like pressure washing Austin. Okay, so I'm going to click OK. And I'm just going to regenerate that. And if now you can see the keyword is now here. It's like in the title, It's in another title. So this is title tag 1. I think this is title tag 1 again. I think maybe this is 2. So no, this would be 1. This would be 2. This would be, I think, 2 or 3. Actually, let's just have a look at the HTML. Okay, so you've got your title here, and you've got another H1 tag, then H2, then H2, then a H3, then a H3, then a H4, and then a H4, H4. So we don't do H5, so it's basically H1 to H4. And you can see that that's a pretty well optimized article just in itself. It looks nice and it's quite readable. Okay. And that's like regular spin. Okay, so if I respin that, respin, 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 respin. Now, if I put in videos, images, and a map, you're going to get a lot nicer content. And I'll show you an example of that. So if I preview this, I'm going to have to take out the redirect, because otherwise it's going to redirect straight away. So if we preview this content, I'm going to regenerate it. Okay, so there's a video, there's an image, another image, regenerate, video, image, another image, regenerate. Okay, so we are actually spinning the videos at different sizes. The actual Google, what YouTube puts underneath the video is the different official sizes. So we're spinning that. So each time, you know, you can have hundreds of videos, and then each of them are going to be spun at a different size. Okay, so if I regenerate again. Okay, so you can see that this article here is all themed for legit do follow links. Now, if I put in, hold on. If I put in like quite a few keywords like this, right? Headers, and I put in all of these, click OK, and regenerate. So this is where you might want to do tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. So you can do one keyword at a time for, say, like your tier 1. So you've got a nicely themed article, and now you're going to do tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. So if we preview that and regenerate, so we've got legit ranked video, legit top rated service. So you can see now the keywords are coming in and being spun into the different titles. Okay, so you can have multiple images, multiple videos, multiple maps, right? And what I like about this feature is I can select these boxes and click on this. And I mean, just there is trillions of unique variations. So now I have all of these, okay? And when I actually paste that into, so when it comes to Money Robot, I'm going to unselect this, paste that in here, okay? And what that's going to do is it's going to randomize everything. So when Money Robot actually posts to the blog, the video might be at the top, images, everything's going to be in a different position. Titles in different positions, videos in different positions, maps in different positions, images in different positions. So not one blog post would be the same. It'd be completely different. Okay. So now where am I? Yeah, so here we go. I can respin that, respin that, respin that. Okay. And it's all readable content because we're actually getting rid of all the crap and we're taking paragraphs. So, you know, you could spend hours going to other people's websites and finding relevant websites and copying their content and maybe modifying it a little bit. How much time does it take you to do that? And now here, I spent like 5 minutes generating this content. If I already have my images and videos and my map ready to go, I'm good to go to create thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of you know, backlinks, pages, content, whatever you name it. You know, if you're a content writer, you know, if you're doing YouTube videos and you only want like 400-word articles, I mean, it's very, very diverse as to what you can do. You're kind of only limited by how you do it, but it's super fast. So, but you know, mine's a lot faster because I have 4 engines. If you only have the 1 engine, then obviously it's going to be a bit slower. The prices range between $200 and up to $1,000. And this product has not been publicly launched yet. So as I understand it, if people do come in before, I think it's before the 15th of September or somewhere in the middle of September, they'll be grandfathered in at a 10% discount. Now, you might say, oh my God, it's so expensive. Well, you know, if you add up captchas, if you add up proxies, if you add up VPSs, if you add up time, I mean, this is not for the average Joe. This is for people who are creating a lot of content, who are running like multiple money robots or SEO autopilots or ranker axes, and they need a lot of content. They need unique content, and they need content that's going to index. That's pretty important. Okay. Now, with Money Robot, we put in the HTML, but Money Robot has different blogs that it submits to. So, like, here's a piece of content, and you can see that that actually looks quite nice. Okay, it's actually formatted quite nicely, right? Same with this one. Okay, but then this one here, and I don't know why, but it's a bit gappy. So, you know, if you were showing that to a client, they might say, well, why is there so many gaps in it? Well, unfortunately, that's not something that I can control. We're providing Money Robot with the correct spin tax, but some of the blog platforms are actually putting in multiple P tags, and we don't know why. So it's not the HTML that we're providing, or rather the spin tax that we're providing. It's got something to do with the blog. And you can, as you can see here, not all blogs are doing it. Some of the blogs are taking our content and they're formatting it correctly, whereas other blogs are doing something weird with it. But it makes no difference to Google, you know, but maybe it might make a difference to you if you're, you know, showing client stuff. Well, you know, if you're using Money Robot yourself, you can always log into the blog and actually clean it up a little bit, right? Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, you can see this one's a bit gappy as well. Okay, and this one I didn't, I haven't actually got anything embedded. So there you go. So article spinner, I'm generate content, respin. Okay, so, you know, like with here, I don't have anything in the headers, nothing in the images, nothing in the videos, nothing in the map, nothing in the redirect. Okay, you'll notice that I have different instances open. So Menterprise doesn't save the content once that it's scraped. But you can have different instances open, but you can't run 2 projects at the same time. So you could have, you could run one project. Then when that's finished, you can run another one. When that's finished, run another one. When that's finished, run another one. When that's finished, run another one. So if I go back to my little example, so I've already created like 3 articles here. So if I go back to SEO Marketplace and I click on headers and I click on clear and I put in this keyword and I go OK, now I'm going to also send that to the images, and I'll just regenerate that. And okay, so you can see getting the legit contextual links to work. So I've got titles, I've got my video, I've got an image, another image. So, and it's regenerate. So now it's regenerated and put an image at the top, the video in the middle, right? And that's it. That's it. There's this image here. If I regenerate again here, now if I like this particular one, I can now copy the HTML for a certain page. I can copy here and it's going to copy all of these. Or if I want to make sure that I'm spinning, so that I'm spinning the content, so a video, a map, an image is never going to be in the same position, I'd want to select these boxes, no more than 5, and then copy this. So anyway, this is pretty much the overview of Menterprise. The sales page is actually being created. I'm happy to do some like one-on-one demos with you guys. As I mentioned in the video marketing group, I'm the master affiliate. So the way that works is, if you want to get this, it's actually by personal invitation. And then if you want to be an affiliate, you can be, and you would come under me. But you need to get interviewed, because they don't want just anybody being an affiliate. This is not like a $27 product. This is like, a commercial grade product. In fact, I think the owner said he didn't really want more than 2,000 users. Now, not everyone's going to be an extreme user like me, but I decided to go extreme because I'm the master affiliate. So I'm paying $1,000 a month for this. And I plan on using this in my gigs and creating better gigs. So, if there's any gig providers out there, they also may want to get, Menterprise Extreme. But, as far as my gigs are concerned, it's going to improve the rankings. It's going to improve the blogs getting indexed. And, basically that's what I got into it for. So anyway, so this was Menterprise. I hope you enjoyed my video. I know I'm stumbling around a bit because I've only been using it for a couple of days, but I'll put a couple examples of content in the description of the video. And if you've got any questions, please let me know. Okay, have a great day.